Stop. My beloved child, do not move another inch. This is not a random scroll through a digital world, nor is it a mere coincidence of an algorithm. This is a divine arrest, a holy interruption, orchestrated by my hand specifically for you. I am the voice that whispered your name in the stillness before time began, long before the foundations of the earth were laid. I have watched your silent battles. I have counted every tear that hit your pillow in the dark. And tonight, your fear has been summoned to the high court of heaven. I am here to settle the case that has been pending in your soul for far too long. Your anxiety, your sleepless nights, and the invisible weights you carry have reached my ears, and I have descended to answer you. Do not leave this as background noise in the room of your life. Do not treat my words as a mere suggestion or a fleeting thought. If you choose to scroll past this moment, if you turn your back on this whisper, you're choosing to let the suffocating shadow of your night continue to own the brightness of your morning. You're choosing to stay in the prison whose doors I have already unlocked. You have been chosen for this exact moment. This specific timing is not an accident. It is a destiny. I have cleared a path through the noise of the world to speak directly into your heart, for there is a miracle waiting for your yes right now. Your weariness has a purpose, and your exhaustion is the soil in which I am planting a new strength. Listen closely, for the Creator of all things is speaking, and I am speaking only to you. Stay with me, my precious one, until the final seal is placed upon your heart. Do not rush away from this moment, for the healing you seek is found in your willingness to remain in my presence. I promise you 3 things before the sun rises on your new day. Your chest, which has been constricted by the heavy, invisible hands of worry, will finally expand without weight. You will breathe the air of freedom once again. Your mind, currently a battlefield of screaming what-ifs and endless cycles of dread, will go silent. I am hushing the storms that have kept you awake. Furthermore, the path that was once hidden in the thick fog of your uncertainty will be lit by my holy fire, revealing the exact steps of your destiny. By the end of this decree, you will not just feel better, you will possess the key to your own fortress. You will no longer be a refugee in your own life, but a victor standing on solid ground. This is my word to you, and it shall not return void. I have seen you, my child. I have been watching the way you carry yourself through the day, masked by a smile that never quite reaches your eyes. I see the physical weight that settles upon your chest the moment you wake, a tightness that makes every breath feel like a labor. I know the coldness that seeps into your feet at 3 a.m. when the world is silent, but your thoughts are shouting. You have been caught in a loop of constant scrolling, searching for a distraction because you are terrified of the silence within your own soul. I see your heart racing for no reason, pounding against your ribs like a caged bird, and the brain fog that descends when you try to focus, making you forget the power and the authority I've placed within you. You have been living as a spectator in your own life, watching the days pass by, while you sit on the sidelines, paralyzed by a disaster that hasn't even happened yet. I have witnessed the times you apologized for things you didn't do, trying to keep a peace that was never yours to maintain. You have been hitting an invisible wall, a barrier that stops you just before you reach the finish line of your dreams, making you feel like success is for everyone else but you. There is a fatigue in your bones that sleep cannot cure, a weariness that goes deeper than the physical, reaching into the very marrow of your spirit. You feel watched, not by my loving eyes, but by the critical gaze of a world that demands perfection. This heaviness is not who you are. It is a sign that fear has taken root in the garden of your mind. You're tired of being strong, tired of holding it all together while you crumble inside. I see every psychological and spiritual clue, the sudden irritability, the withdrawal from those who love you, and the nagging feeling that you are constantly being judged. You're not losing your mind. You are being targeted because of the greatness I have placed within you. Listen to me, my beloved, for I am revealing a truth that will set you free. This heaviness you feel is not your identity. It is not the essence of who you are. It is merely a residue, a lingering shadow from battles you didn't even choose to fight. It is a door left open by the patterns of those who came before you, a spiritual echo of anxieties passed down through your bloodline. You have mistaken this weight for your own soul, but I tell you today, it is a garment that can be stripped away. We are not here to fight flesh and blood, nor are we battling the people around you or the circumstances of your day. We are fighting patterns. We are closing ancient doors. We are purging residues that have stuck to your spirit like dust. You are not broken. You are simply under a cloud that is about to be dispersed by the sun of my righteousness. Tonight I am upgrading your weapons. You have tried to think your way out of fear, but you cannot outthink a spirit. You must outspeak it with my word. My word is your shield, and my truth is your anchor. Remember that I am your light and your salvation. Whom shall you fear? I am the strength of your life. Of whom shall you be afraid? When you stand on my promises, the ground beneath you becomes unshakable. To set you free, we will now go through 7 rounds of divine fire. We are going to penetrate the 7 layers of your soul, your mind, your emotions, your will, your subconscious, your body, your history, and your future. Each round is a holy flame that will burn away a different chain, leaving nothing but the pure gold of your true self. Prepare yourself for the fire of my love is about to consume everything that is not of me. Lift your eyes, my chosen one. Stop looking at the giant that stands before you. Stop measuring the height of the obstacle that blocks your path. Look instead at the one who created the very mountain the giant stands upon. I am bigger than your debt, bigger than your diagnosis, and greater than the grief that seeks to swallow you whole. When you focus on the problem, you give it power. When you focus on me, you surrender it to the source of all solutions. Shift your atmosphere right now by changing your gaze. This is the moment where your perspective aligns with my sovereignty. You are not a victim of your surroundings. You are a co-creator of your peace when you anchor your soul in my presence. Now I am calling you to make a physical move to signal your spiritual readiness. Do not let this moment pass without an act of faith. Type this now: divine fire, cover me now. This is not just a comment on a screen. It is a holy seal. Your fingers are signing the decree of your freedom in the heavens. As you type these words, imagine my fire surrounding you, protecting you, and cleansing the air around you. And as you do this, join this family of believers by tapping the like button and subscribing to this channel. This is your act of agreement. Agreement releases momentum in the spiritual realm. By liking this message, you are signaling to the heavens that you stand in unity with my word. By subscribing, you are choosing a new rhythm for your life, a rhythm of daily protection, clarity, and peace. Do not walk this path alone any longer. The fire of my presence is now descending upon the first layer of your soul. Round 1. The terror of the night. I am speaking to those hours when the world is quiet, but your mind is a storm of shadows. I'm addressing the insomnia that keeps you pacing and the nightmares that leave you gasping for air. Hear my decree. I cancel every script of terror written for your dreams. I strike down every dark imagination that tries to claim your rest. I cancel every script. Now your bed shall no longer be a place of battle, but a sanctuary of my peace. Feel the tension in your jaw begin to melt away right now. Your teeth are unclenching, and the muscles in your face are softening under my touch. The night is no longer your enemy. It is my gift of restoration to you. It is done. Sealed. We move now to the second layer of your being. Round 2. The fog of confusion. I see the mental clutter that has made you feel like you are walking through a thick gray mist. You have struggled to make decisions, feeling paralyzed by the weight of 1,000 maybes. But I am not the author of confusion. I am the architect of order. I command the fog to dissipate by the breath of my spirit. Every lie that told you that you are losing your mind is being incinerated in my holy flame. Imagine a cool divine breeze clearing your mental landscape right now. Your eyes feel lighter, the pressure behind your forehead is lifting, and for the first time in a long season, you can see the horizon clearly. The path is becoming visible because the navigator is here. It is done. Sealed. The fire intensifies as it reaches the deep anxieties of your survival. Round 3. The grip of financial dread. This is for the knot in your stomach when you look at the numbers and the fear of not enough that haunts your every purchase. I am breaking the chain of poverty fear that was wrapped around your heart. I am your provider, the one who owns the cattle on 1,000 hills, and my resources are not limited by the economies of men. I shatter the limit. I shatter it again. You are not created to live in scarcity, but to flow in the abundance of my kingdom. Feel your shoulders dropping away from your ears as the burden of provision is transferred from your back to mine. Breathe in my abundance. Exhale the spirit of lack. Your storehouses shall be filled, and your needs shall be met by my glorious riches. It is done. Sealed. The first 3 layers are gone. Can you feel the shift in the room? The heavy atmosphere that once choked your spirit is thinning out, replaced by the weight of my glory and the warmth of my love. We have addressed the night, the confusion, and the lack, but we are only halfway through your total liberation. Do not stop now, for the momentum is building, and the breakthrough you have prayed for is within your reach. The chains are rattling because they know their time is up. This is the moment where your persistence meets my power. Type it again. No door is open to fear. Your words are not just letters on a screen. They are a declaration of authority in the spirit realm. By speaking this truth, you're slamming the door shut on every lie that has tried to enter your sanctuary. Declare it into the ether until your heart believes what your fingers are typing. Press like now, let this shield of peace reach others who are battling in silence. You are your brother's keeper, and your agreement helps carry this light into the darkest corners. Subscribe to this family. This is your new rhythm, protection, clarity, and peace every day. Do not walk alone in the shadows when you can walk with me in the light. Your journey into total freedom continues now. We dive deeper now into the roots of your being where the shadows have hidden for generations. Round 4. Generational residue. I'm looking at the fear that did not begin with you but was passed down to you through the blood in your veins. I see the anxieties of your mother and the silent dread of your father that have become the wallpaper of your soul. Today, I am the great deliverer, and I come with the sword of my spirit. I sever the cord between you and the trauma of your lineage. What haunted your ancestors will not touch your children. What paralyzed your parents will not stop your progress. I sever it now. Every inherited curse is breaking under the weight of my glory. Feel the heat rising in your spine right now, a holy warmth that is realigning your very frame. Your posture is straightening and your head is being lifted, for you no longer carry the shame of those who came before you. You are a new creation, a fresh start, a clean slate in my hands. It is done. Sealed. The fire now moves into the very mechanics of your physical form. Round 5 biological system, overdrive. I speak directly to your nervous system, to your adrenal glands that have been stuck in fight or flight for far too long. I see the racing pulse that wakes you up and the trembling in your hands when the pressure mounts. To every cell in your body, I speak the words that calmed the Galilean Sea. Peace, be still. I am recalibrating your heart to my rhythm, the rhythm of grace and perfect timing. I am flushing out the cortisol of stress and replacing it with the oil of my gladness. Your heart rate is slowing down to a peaceful, steady beat. Your stomach, which has been tied in knots for months, is now relaxing and becoming soft. Your breath is becoming deep and effortless. I am the great physician, and I am healing the biology of your fear. It is done, sealed. We rise now to the layer of your purpose. Round 6, Destiny Stagnation. I see the invisible wall that has kept you circling the same mountain year after year. It is the spirit of the imposter that whispers you are not enough, that you are a fraud, and that you should stay small to stay safe. I dismantle that wall right now. You are not an imposter. You are my ambassador. You are not a mistake. You are a masterpiece in progress. Every brick of doubt that fear has built around your destiny is being crushed into dust by the power of my hand. You are not made for the shadows. You are made for the light of the stage I have prepared for you. I command your feet to step forward. Move, I say, move. The path is open, the gates are unlocked, and the territory is yours for the taking. No longer will you hesitate at the edge of your greatness. It is done, sealed. Finally, the fire reaches the atmosphere surrounding your life. Round 7, Silent Sabotage. I'm addressing the very frequency you emit, the spiritual vibration that has unknowingly attracted the wrong people and the wrong situations. Fear is a magnet for chaos, but my love is a magnet for favor. I cleanse your frequency right now with the fire of my holiness. I purge the residue of sabotage that has caused you to trip just as you are about to win. I remove the scent of the victim and clothe you in the fragrance of the victor. From this moment on, only what is of me can stay in your circle. Only what is pure, lovely, and of good report can enter your gates. I am building a hedge of fire around you that no enemy can penetrate and no manipulator can bypass. Your environment is being sanctified. Your relationships are being filtered. The 7 rounds are complete, and your spirit is now a fortress of my light. It is done, sealed, forever. Breathe, my child. Just breathe. The smoke of the battle is clearing, and the roaring of the flames has faded into a holy hush. The battle you were so afraid of has been won not by your strength, but by my spirit. The fire has done its work. It has consumed the chains, the lies, and the shadows, leaving only the pure essence of who I created you to be. Do not look back at the rubble of your former fears. They are ashes now scattered by the wind of my grace. You are safe. You are whole. You are mine. Understand this. My beloved, peace is not a state of mind you must struggle to achieve. Peace is the person standing right here with you. I am your peace. Feel the coolness of my presence descending upon you now like precious oil being poured over your head. It is smooth, fragrant, and soothing, running down your brow, over your shoulders, and all the way to your feet. Every nerve is being quieted. Every cell is being stilled. The frantic rhythm of the world cannot reach you here in the secret place of my shadow. Rest in the stillness, for the Prince of Peace has claimed this territory, and I will never let it go. Hear me, my chosen one. The season of your sorrow is being traded for a garment of praise. What the enemy meant for your total destruction, I am now turning into the very fuel for your future. The pain that once drained you will now be the strength that drives you forward into the unknown. I am performing a divine reversal in your life this very hour. Where there was fear that paralyzed your feet, there shall now be a double portion of boldness. You will no longer run away from the challenges. You will run toward them with the fire of my spirit in your eyes. The very situation that made you shake, the very trial that made your knees buckle, will now be the platform for your greatest testimony. I'm taking the broken pieces of your night and building a monument to my faithfulness. You are not just recovering, you are being promoted in the sight of those who watched you fall. You are no longer a victim waiting for the next blow to fall, nor are you a captive peering through the bars of anxiety. Today, I crown you with a new name. You are a warrior of peace. Do not mistake this peace for passivity. It is a fierce, unshakable authority that stands its ground when the world is in chaos. You walk now covered by the hem of my robe, shielded by a glory that the darkness recognizes and dreads. Because your heart has been recalibrated, your tongue will speak differently. Your words will no longer be seeds of doubt, but decrees of life that shift the atmosphere around you. You move with a new weight, the weight of my glory behind every step you take. When you enter a room, the demons of worry must flee, for they see not your weakness, but my strength reflecting in your eyes. Go forth, my warrior, for the battle is behind you, and the victory is within you. To keep the peace I have poured into your soul tonight, you must walk in wisdom, for a victory won must be a victory guarded. My child, listen to these instructions as a father, guiding his beloved, for the enemy seeks to return to a house that is swept and put in order. First, rest your body tonight. Do not see sleep as a mere physical necessity, but as a spiritual act of trust. By closing your eyes and surrendering your consciousness, you are declaring to the heavens that I am in control and you are safe in my arms. Second, you must set a firm boundary with those who drain your spirit and pull you back into the pits of anxiety. You are a vessel of my light, not a reservoir for the world's darkness. It is not unkind to protect the oil I have placed in your lamp. It is necessary for your light to shine. Third filter, what you allow your eyes to see and your ears to hear, especially in the sacred moments before you lay your head down to sleep. The world feeds on the frequency of fear, but you are sustained by the bread of my truth. Guard the gates of your mind from the endless noise and the news of despair that seeks to drown out my whisper. And finally, the most important step, forgive yourself for ever being afraid. Do not carry the guilt of your past anxiety into your new season of freedom. I do not condemn you for the moments your hands shook. I love you for the moments you reached for me. Wear your victory with humility and guard it with the practical steps of a wise heart, knowing that I am with you in every boundary you set. I have set a seal upon your forehead, a mark of my eternal ownership that the darkness recognizes and fears from afar. You are no longer an easy target for the arrows of the enemy. You are a sanctuary under my divine protection. Every shadow that once haunted you must now bow to the light that radiates from your soul. As you step out of this moment and into your new life, remember that the King of Kings has signed his name upon your story. You are guarded, you are chosen, and you are invincible in my love. Final seal, it is done. My future is guarded. Type these words now to lock this prophecy into your reality forever. Let it be the final word over your past and the first word over your future. Subscribe and stay connected to this family. What I have started in you today, I will surely bring to completion. Do not let the fire fade. Walk in authority, breathe in peace, and know that I am with you until the end of the age. Your victory is sealed. But hear me. My beloved, breaking the chains of fear is only the beginning of the journey I have prepared for you. While the walls of your prison have crumbled and the shadows have fled, there is now a second door that stands before you, a door that leads directly into the fullness of your earthly abundance and spiritual wealth. You have been emptied of the darkness, but now you must be filled with the gold of my provision. Do not leave this sacred atmosphere of faith. Do not let the momentum of this miracle dissipate into the noise of the world. There is a specific revelation regarding your prosperity and the overflow of my blessings that I have waiting for you in the next message. Go directly to this next video now to lock in your victory and step through the threshold of the abundance that has been reserved for your name since the beginning of time. Your destiny is calling and the door is wide open.